world famous Good Brothers.
Welcome to Talk-In Shop, round 2 from the beautiful Talk-In Shop studio in Jackson, Georgia. Episode 1 live from the studio was a massive hit. Massive hit, except for the fact that the mics weren't connected, but we're going to get back to that. We're going to get to that in a second. Welcome to Talk-In Shop. Carl Anderson here, live in studio. If you're watching on via YouTube or the Patreon or any of our video places. We're not on Roku anymore. We cut ties with our contract there.
We divorced.
Yeah. We are not on Triller anymore. We've cut ties. Well, we haven't cut ties. There's just that contract for talking expired. And we were not able to, and like New Japan and the Good Brothers, we were not able to come to a deal.
We're in the process of revamping Talk-In Shop. The last time we were here in the studio 2 weeks ago, you covered it last week while I was on vacation. Thank you. As I had to
How was vacation?
Vacation was amazing. Episode 1 was a massive disappointment.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Well, the audio didn't work.
Well, Deesburg was so caught up.
We're going to get to
Deesburg was so caught up in the wrestling politics of the Georgia independent scene. He forgot to plug the microphones in, and then he just knocked down our newly won MLW World Tag Team titles that you saw last night on BN Sports, or Saturday night on BN Sports, Veeps, YouTube, wherever you watched it. We had a hell of a weekend, and I needed to have a hell of a weekend so that I could recover mentally from what Deesburg put me through. Since his head has gotten so big, he can't fit the headphones on anymore, so he couldn't work on the audio.
Well, that could be his hair, or that could be
his hair,
or his head growing, his fake hair,
his Chia Pet style hair.
So here's what it is. We have dreams, right? I think we dreamed to be professional wrestlers for 26 years. We followed every dream, and we made every one of our dreams come true in pro wrestling, right? We still have things we want to accomplish in pro wrestling, but we've shifted focus, right? We have a whole other set of dreams, that we have for Talk-In Shop, right?
Oh, an immense set of dreams,
and it's so crazy when you start putting shit, you start manifesting stuff, it starts coming to fruition.
Yes.
And it's all happening. And then so we were excited to get that first one in the studio built here, this beautiful studio.
Beautiful studio.
And then Dee's forgot to hook up the audio. But in true Talk-In Shop fashion, we said we weren't going to get to that until about midway through, and we couldn't help ourselves.
Well, I'm looking at Dee's. He's smiling. Yeah. His hair's slicked back. He's sucking back an energy drink. And
he just got back from Pakistan, where he got a renewed version of his Just for Men on his head.
He did. I didn't see him last weekend. I usually see him every weekend at some point. Yeah. He was away in Pakistan, getting a fresh Chia Pet on his dome.
Dee, are the mics connected?
We're good to go.
Are we hot?
We are hot.
You know what, Dees? I got to review this awesome weekend. We had get in the cuck chair.
Already?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
He's on screen.
Get in here, Dees. Yeah, get back. I thought we were going to get to the cuck chair for at least 10, 12 minutes.
It's kind of like a dunce chair after what he did. He's going to sit here and listen to everything we have to say, and then we're going to get into it.
Have a seat in the cuck chair. Dees, first off, do you know what a cuck is?
Dees, hold this up, because that's what you did to me, audio-wise.
You fucked
just
him.
Last week.
You made him sit on his own thumb and twist. Dees.
Okay, so.
Well, first off,
let me take a breather.
Welcome, Dees.
Let me tell. Hello, Dees. Good to see you.
What's up, boys?
Are the mics connected, Dees?
We're good.
100%.
All right,
Dees. We did a check. We're good.
All right.
If this week's audio turns out good, you're going to have to give me one of those Money Man production muscle shirts. I will wear it.
He wants it. He wants it even if the audio doesn't turn out good.
That's true. I do. I love a good free wrestling T-shirt.
Yeah, I got a whole closet full of them. Well, yeah. Listen, it's the Carl Anderson. It's the Big LG, the brand new MLW Tag Team Champions.
Yes, World Tag Team Champions.
And we've got a lot to cover today. We really do. We've we got to talk again about the first episode with Dee's fucking everything up.
Yes.
We've got to talk about last week's episode because we had an implosion within our Talking Shop network.
We did.
With one of our shows. They broke up. They dismantled. They started getting famous like the Beatles.
They did.
And they dismantled.
There's gonna be more dismantling.
Yeah, we got to talk about the newest show, which I absolutely love. Daniel and Dominguez and Ren,
And
the
the Sweet
recap,
Ren.
the Talking Shop recap. Something I've been asking since the days of Tommy.
Well,
When Tommy was supposed to recap, and he never did.
Tommy watches us from afar.
Tommy watches us from afar. Tommy wants us. I don't think we're not close.
You're
now.
not close with Tommy.
Yeah, I'm not close.
Tommy,
with Tommy.
Tommy once every 3 to 6 months will shoot me a message and say, "Hey, Big Hoot, just thought you'd like to see this." It's usually something very sweet, some blurb, some picture, something. I don't know that you're getting a lot of those messages from Tommy.
I don't get those messages from Tommy, but I'd like to put this out there now.
Okay.
Tommy Walters.
Tommy.
Was that his name?
Tommy.
What's his last name, man?
His name's Tommy.
Since you guys are so fucking close.
His name's fucking Tommy.
Yeah, what's his real name?
From Heels and Quads.
Listen, our very famous guest is here. Just give us a second while we figure this out.
Just let Deesberg's a strong but silent type.
Tommy, look, if you're watching this on video at all, I'm talking to you, I'm pleading to you. I would like Tommy, who used to be one of the moderators in our Patreon.
Wonderful moderator at one point.
Used to be a massive Good Brother fan.
Sure.
He helped out with the Patreon, the Falcons Nest a lot.
Yeah.
We had a falling out.
Right.
Especially me.
Sure. You guys are like Roddy Piper or Sable and Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
You have a big, massive falling out, but you can come back together.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
For the good of business.
I'm here, Tommy. Tommy.
Are you pleading?
I'd like to have a conversation. I'm not pleading to anybody for
You're not
shit.
pleading.
But I am pleading.
Are you repenting?
I'm fully repentant, Tommy.
Okay.
I'd like to have a conversation with you, Tommy. I'd like to maybe bring him back in the fold.
Would
you know
like
why?
Would you like to publicly bring him back in the fold?
To the cuck chair?
I'd like to bring him to the cuck.
I don't think the cuck chair is a way to bring him back in. I don't think he's going to respond to that.
Tommy, I don't want to make him. Listen, we're not putting you in the cuck chair, Tom. Right? Not yet. Mark's After Dark, wasn't that their podcast?
Yes,
for?
I don't know where I got Heels and Quads from.
Not yet.
What's Heels and Quads?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I want to say this, Tom. I'd like to have a conversation with you because I think we can come back together. And if you're listening to this and you're listening for the Good Brothers to talk about wrestling or Stone Cold Steve Austin or Roman Reigns or AJ Styles, and
Avery Styles, whatever you want.
Yeah, all this stuff that you want to hear about, or you want us to review AEW Dynamite, but instead we have Dees here, who's the champion all over Georgia, sitting in the cuck chair.
Deesberg.
I'm pleading to a guy named Tommy that nobody knows. But that's what's more important to us is shit like that. Tommy, I'd like for us to have a conversation. Anyways, let's move on.
I have a lot to get to. We had a massive weekend, but
we did.
Before I move on,
well, here we are. Okay.
Are you asking Tommy to have a private conversation, or are you trying to put him right out here in public?
No. I'll have a private conversation first.
Interesting. I would be very interested to see if Tommy hears this and if he does respond.
Oh, he hears it.
He hears it.
He'll hear it.
Okay.
He'll hear it at some point. But Tommy, from then that's it. Then we're done from there. But we'll hopefully we'll talk and watch. You never know a comeback.
What a weekend we had.
Yes.
We were part of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling as well this weekend. We were in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
So you call Dees into the cuck chair and then you go into the whole fold?
I just said Dees has to pay his penance. He's being punished. If I had a dunce cap, he would wear it. But I don't. And if I messed his hair up, I'd probably owe him $20,000 to $27,000.
All right.
So he needs to sit there. Here, Dees, hold this little old piece of a tombstone up from Talking Shopomania instead of wearing your dunce cap.
Yep.
As your punishment.
Yeah,
okay?
boy.
We had a massive weekend. The CFL, the Canadian Football League, hosted Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. We were there at the Hamilton Ticat Stadium. They took on the Ottawa Rough Riders.
Okay.
We wrestled before the kickoff. We went onto the field. We did a dance before kickoff. And in the first commercial break, we came on. We cut a live promo in front of 20,000 people in the stadium. It was a great show, great event. Flew back to Georgia. Shot some podcast material with Deesberg here, who isn't taking his punishment seriously. I see you've already put the sign down. That's fine. No worries. And then we did Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment Sunday evening, Marietta, Georgia. Great weekend for the Good Brothers. We have a massive weekend coming up. Corbin, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. The great Kyle Maggard, the promoter there, has put together one hell of an event.
I mean, this is huge.
The Super Bowl of wrestling. The biggest event they've ever done.
Yeah.
It starts with a Good Brothers seminar. Those are red hot right now. 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
They are red hot for our wallets as well.
Well, that's why people don't like us when you say stuff like that.
Hold on, I'm just saying that we're finally giving people some value, and we're giving back to the industry.
We're giving back to the industry, and it's been really, 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 really enjoyable.
Fulfilling.
It is fulfilling.
Yeah.
But there's a massive all-day fan fest. There's legends, superstars. I don't have it in front of me, which Kyle won't love. But, I mean, just from glancing at it, I saw Teddy Long will be there. I saw The Godfather will be there. Former WCW star and friend of mine, Bobby Blaze, will be there. But there's a whole host of talent there. I believe Chris Masters is there.
Yep.
You may be pulling it up right now.
Is Chris Masters there?
I believe that he is. But a massive, massive, massive main event. A rematch years in the making. AEW's FTR versus the new and reigning MLW World Tag Team Champions, the world-famous Good Brothers, Corbin, Kentucky.
It's at the Corbin Arena.
Corbin Arena, former WWE House Show building, Saturday night, August 22nd.
10 years in the making. We got Kyle Maggard, the AMW president.
Oh, we love Kyle.
Versus El Stan Sierra.
Stan Sierra is a personal favorite of
mine. The new South champion.
Why'd you pop?
Why
did you pop?
I don't know.
What don't you know?
I always forget that Kyle's a wrestler. I think he's a promoter, And then
Kyle's a man of many hats.
And then I turn Instagram on and I see him doing a press conference and he gets his ass beat and he gets laid out.
He did get his head smashed into the stairs on the press conference, and it was a little. As much as we love him, a little funny.
But maybe we're going to have a special FTR. We're trying to get an interview with them in.
Trying to get a special FTR interview. I think we'll have it in here. I think you'll hear it this week at some point if you haven't already.
Yep.
As this is pre-recorded, I'm sorry to let you know.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to try to pop them in somewhere on the network.
Yeah.
Somewhere throughout the week.
And we have the rest of August is massive. September is massive. And what it leads to that we're so excited about here in the Talking Shop world. Always, you can follow our socials, see our schedule, see where you can see us live. But if you can be at the Windjammer in Charleston, South Carolina, Friday, September 11th, for the first time in years, Talkin' Shop Live returns, an outdoor setting by the beach. MLW is presenting this. Our good friend Court Bauer is behind this. We have some of the stars of MLW that will be on hand. I have personally invited every host in Talkin' Shop land, under the Talkin' Shop banner, on the Talkin' Shop network, to appear live and walk on a stage and get their flowers and get their intro. Now, Dees, we'll see how many of them listen and show up, won't we?
And you can get tickets at windjammeriop.com. windjammeriop.com. September the 11th, Friday, 7 p.m. We're going for an hour before the concert that starts at 8.
It's going to be massive, and then that's followed up, of course, by a huge set of MLW Fusion tapings that will be broadcast worldwide. September the 12th, Charleston, South Carolina. MLW, if you haven't seen it live, you've got to check it out. I think it's one of the hottest shows in pro wrestling right now.
And jump in the Patreon.
Join the Falcon's Nest. This is the beginning of community-style Falcon's Nest.
Community
events. And I think when this goes well, we have a November event that we're going to be announcing as well. It'll tie in with the next big Lariato Pro show.
Patreon.com/Talkin' Shop.
/Talkin' Shop. Now,
if you're just tuning in, you see a guy with absolute perfect hair.
Deesburg.
You're talking about a guy who I said, man, did you see that cameraman's hair about a year ago? And Gallows told me, yes. That cameraman, he went to Pakistan and he got a whole fresh
hair transplant.
And I said,
Look at it.
I said, he went to Pakistan and got a hair transplant? And Gallows looked at me and said, shoot, yes. And I went, my God.
I think I said turkey, though.
And for a whole year, I thought, we talked about Deez's shoot hair transplant from Pakistan. And then finally one night we sat at a dinner. We asked Dees about it, and Dees said he thought, he can't believe we actually believed it. But he does not have a hair transplant. This is Dees. He's here. Deesberg, our editor. Gallows, what do you got for him?
He won me over with this hair transplant thing. I finally thought that he just had short hair maybe, and I forgot and thought he was bald, and he grew it back in. But then 2 weeks ago, he lied to me about audio. So how do I know he's not?
Yeah, what is that lie?
How does he know that I'm not? How do I know he's not lying to me? How do I know that that's not the green hair of a chia pet that he has dyed black and glued to his fucking head?
So Gallows felt, for some reason, he couldn't understand why the audio was so bad. He was going nuts about it. I said, well, this is what Talking Shop is. Sometimes it's good, a lot of times it sucks. And then so now that we're doing so well, it was, oh, you know what? We got a studio.
Yeah.
We've got an amazing camera. We got Rob,
cameramen,
Rob or Bob or whatever the fuck his name is back there. Hello, Bob.
His name is, we're going to call him Robbie Bobby for the good of the pod.
Hello, Rob or Bob. I've known you for a couple of years now. I think it's Bob.
Bobby. Robbie Bobby is his name.
Everything's going. Yeah,
Don't fuck with him.
Yeah, we got an
He hasn't done anything wrong yet.
Yeah, and then the audio just goes fucking haywire, and we're like, and so. Did you listen back to the Talking Shop recap by Ren and Daniel?
I did.
They were pretty great, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, and actually. You got some.
You're not giving me a leg to stand on.
Yeah, suck on those toes, Dees. That's what we're gonna make. Whoever has to sit in the cuck chair's got to lick those toes.
You got to lick the toes of the prosthetic leg from Talking Shop-a-mania, 6-year-old leg.
Lick those toes, you son of a. All right, Dees.
6-year-old prosthetic leg.
Now that we got you here, so I guess if you want to just go ahead and explain what the fuck happened to the audio, Dees.
Yeah, what happened?
I need a technical standpoint here.
The way I set it up, each of these microphones is supposed to be on a separate channel.
Yeah.
And I messed up in this little one here.
Yeah.
I did not put on a separate channel. So sitting here between you guys, it was picking up everything, and it got a really bad echo.
So then that messed up both of our mics, because then it messed up the entire thing.
I mean, it messed it up to the point where we pulled the podcast.
Yeah, and we've had some
and we've never pulled it.
Well, we've had some horrific audio. I mean, I'm talking about from an iPhone that's been pissed on,
from an iPhone in Japan that is soaked in your
fell into water, pissed, puke, other stuff.
Holy
has been all over these things. And I mean, there's been 19 people in a room, all the New Japan Pro Wrestling foreigners that would have been on tour, yelling things.
Legendary podcast.
No one could understand anything, and the audio was always terrible. But this week we were just like, it really hurt us because I think we wanted it to go so well.
We wanted it to go well.
Having the studio, because like there's so many people excited about the studio because it is awesome.
It's a beautiful studio,
and it's awesome that we can sit here and do this.
It's rustic.
Yeah, it's rustic. We've got
vintage.
We've got insane plans for what Talking Shop's going to go to.
So Deesberg, I'm done. You know,
ostracizing,
kind of fake insulting you. Your punishment's expired, but now I need to pick the bone a bit here, and I want to know. So, for those people who don't know, the Talking Shop Network is something near and dear to our hearts, and basically what it has become is a lot of people that are Falcons nesters wanted their own show, and most celebrities or stars of a show would say no, and we said yes, absolutely, and out of that. We've got some interesting dynamics. And just like a wrestling locker room where you're a master politician,
yes,
we've got dissension among the ranks. And one point that Machine Gun made was all we've really ever wanted out of these side podcasts.
Yeah.
And all we've ever really asked for.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But give us a Talking Shop recap of the main show.
I just was inspired. Let me tell you where I got that inspiration from. I think there's a space for I think what our dream is now is to have
have everyone talk about us?
No, is to have a talk show or something, whatever this could be called. That's just fucking insane. Like
that's what we want.
Like what we grew up on with Howard Stern.
100%.
Do we want to sit and review wrestling shows? Not really, but if you want us to, we could.
Are we shock jocks? Yes.
I mean, something like that. And of course, it's harder to because we're also not. we've been traveling the world for the last 26 years, and we still are.
And we still wrestle full time, so it's not as easy to do, but we furthered the commitment.
But I was inspired by when I listened into Sirius Radio, Howard has a recap show, and I was like, what are they doing recapping the show? And then I'm listening to the recap show, and I'm laughing at the recap show. I'm thinking, this is pretty fucking funny. And then when I would listen to Howard or listen to the recap show, I'm having more fun when the people he calls in the studio, like Rob or Bob or
Robbie Bobby,
Dees or Ricky Bobby over here, or Rob.
Robbie Bobby. I just named him. Robbie Bobby.
Or Robbie Bobby over here.
Robbie Bobby, the cameraman, Deesburg.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Or the interns he calls in that think they're famous from being Twittered once. They're not things, but it's like those are
the Cabana Boy of Bump and Feed Not fame, who we love. The Cabana Boy, he's a great guy. He comes on the road with us when we're in the Southeast. Him and his sweet fiance, girlfriend, wife, Lacey, whatever she is, I'm not 100% sure. Help out tremendously. They're a great help to us on the road. They help us with our merchandising. They help us with a lot of different things.
Because it's 50-50.
And I said, Cabana Boy, you can come be a part of this live in studio. And he said, well, can you make it a couple hours earlier? I said, well, no.
No.
Now, I don't want to release this bit of information.
Not for you,
It is his
Cabana
anniversary, so I guess they are technically married.
Well, you just released it.
I did. So I was going to really shit on him, but you can't shit on a guy because he had to stay home for his anniversary.
Well, if you could bet that the audio is going to be fucked up, what would you place on it?
500.
Because you could go to MyBookie.
Oh, yeah.
Put the 500 down that the audio won't work.
Will I have a bet back bonus like MyBookie.ag offers?
And when it works, because you bet against it,
I could use my bet back bonus.
You use your bet back bonus. You put 500 down, you get 500 right back.
Now, what would my promo code be?
Well, it would be Good Brothers. GOODBROTHERS. Go to mybookie.ag, and you can use the code word Good Brothers, and you can get your $500 bet back bonus. But you know what? Also,
it's NFL football time.
Yes,
too.
It is. Who's your team?
I got to go with C.J. Gallows on the Seattle Seahawks because I haven't had a home team in so long.
Yeah.
And you're obviously a Bengals guy.
It's the Bengals, and the only thing I've really gotten into lately is you can place bets on anything. We had so much fun with the World Cup.
Oh yeah. We had so much fun with SummerSlam.
We had fun with SummerSlam. Our fans were placing bets via MyBookie through the code word Good Brothers.
It's incredible.
On SummerSlam stuff, which was insanity. The World Cup was so much fun. Who won the World Cup? Do we even know?
Dees.
I believe it was Spain.
Wow. I wonder if anybody won any money on MyBookie.ag.
I'm sure they won a lot of money on MyBookie.ag.
With the NFL season cranking up, about to start probably in a month or so. I think preseason just started about a month.
We're mid-August right now, buddy. The summer flew by.
Robbie Bobby's giving me the nod over here. I think we're
knows
good.
The deal. Robbie Bobby, we're in the preseason right now, obviously.
Well, if you go to mybookie.ag, you place especially if you're a first-time bettor.
Yeah.
You place the 500 bet, you lose it, you get it right. Up to 500, you get it right back.
MyBookie.ag offers a bet back bonus.
Yep.
So you basically are betting risk-free out of the gate.
Yep. MyBookie.ag, code word Good Brothers. Go play some brother bets on the NFL. All right, Deesburg, have you been wrestling at all since we saw you in the studio 2 weeks ago? Have you wrestled?
I wrestled that Sunday for the gaming expo that y'all were at.
Okay.
For the Southern Fried Gaming Expo, they had wrestling. Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment.
Yes, Atlanta Wrestling.
Yes. So you wrestled the second night?
Yes.
And who did you wrestle?
I wrestled JT Paradox and DPJ, which I was told stands for Dick Pickle Jr.
Who are these guys?
I know Paradox. I don't know.
Paradox is a Georgia guy, and DPJ is a South Carolina.
I don't know Dick Pickle Jr.
It's my first time meeting him.
I'd like to meet Dick Pickle Jr.
Well, he'll be at AWE.
Wonderful.
Now, if you follow the Talking Shop Network at all, you've heard of the podcast, The Grunt Gang. That drops right on our feed. So if you subscribe to Talking Shop, you're getting that in the feed as well. So do you listen to it or not? I don't know.
Is the Grunt Gang dismantled?
Is the Grunt Gang dismantled? From what I've from what I have gathered,
I need
yes.
to hear this as well.
Now, do you know anything, Deez?
I don't.
Now, is there real heat amongst the Junior Talking Shop, if you will, podcasts, our subsidiary podcasts?
So the Grunt Gang is...
I know I'm good with Dominguez. I'm good with Emerson.
How are you and Mel?
I thought me and Mel were cool, but
That didn't. Deez, I'm going to have to get a lie detector and plug it in whenever you're in here.
I got to say, I got to be honest, Big Mel's a big dude. And I saw him beat a couple people up, but it was middle school. He could fight then.
Probably still can.
Probably still can. Yeah.
Mel's a bad mofo.
He got a 1-2. He got a 1-2. I'm not dying to take one of. I'm not.
So now we're going to escalate this from a little podcast drama to a one-on-one boxing match between Deesburg and Big Mel?
I didn't say that, but
Big
if you
Mel
go,
Quitman?
I'd love to be
BMQ?
able to. I'd love to be able to go to my bookie and place bets on it.
Oh man, I would love that. I'd bet on both of them.
Talking Chop. Yeah, please. Holy shit. So the Grunt Gang did have a dismantlement. Dominguez. So the Grunt Gang is our people, right? Daniel Dominguez, Tony the Fall Down Man,
Yep.
Big Mel, and Darren.
I need to talk to Darren.
Four guys, which was the Grunt Gang.
It's kind of too many.
I got a text. I'm not going to throw any of them under the bus. I'd like to, but not really.
That's what the show's all about.
Yeah, but I won't do that.
All right, fine.
I got a text that said the Grunt Gang is finished. Take it off. And I went, my God, that's
all right.
That's a bit. That's nuts.
It's abrupt.
Yeah. And then I talked to Dominguez.
Yeah.
And Dominguez and Ren put out an amazing recap show.
That's what we were trying to get to. They did do an amazing recap show.
Yeah, which is what
we appreciate.
Which, like you said, it's kind of all we ever asked for.
Yeah.
You know, and then everyone kind of turns their own.
And everybody just talks about themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Cause you know why? That's they're fans of us. And so that
they just heard us talk about ourselves for all these years.
In turn, they're just like us. They're like, fuck the Good Brothers. Let's talk about us. So the Grunt Gang was just about the Grunt Gang, which I get.
CJ Gallows, my beautiful son, who made his MLW debut this past weekend, said, I don't really like being on Talking Shop. I said, what?
Yeah.
That is your parent podcast. Not that I'm your shoot parent even. It's your parent podcast. Why do you not like to be on there? And he goes, well, I don't get to say anything. And I go, that's a great point.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. He
it's
wants
actually a pretty good point.
He wants to go on his own, the bump and feed, and review stuff.
Kind of like when I was having a heart-to-heart with him in the car driving through Georgia a couple weeks ago, and I said, man, this is a special time for me. I said, probably not as much for you, but I hope you look back on it fondly. Like, who knows how long we'll get to do this, where you'll go, where I'll go, how long I'll be in this game. I go, but, it's really special to me that we've gotten to do these few tag matches together, that we've got to do a couple with Carl. Like, it really means a lot to me, man. And he goes, well, I don't like it very much. And I said, what?
Yeah.
And he said, well, when you're out there, you and Chad especially, it's all about you guys and what you've done, and no one really cares as much about me, so I'd rather do singles matches. What the fuck?
It's kind of like when something happened in his sports time, and now that he's a public figure, he just has to get used to this.
Get used to it. Yeah.
There was a time and something in sports happened, and you said, "Yeah, fucking Cade, man. He's fucking getting mad. He's doing that fucking mad face." And Hawkins goes, "Oh, of course, bro. He's your son." Yeah, all right.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, of course, he's got the boo boo face, bro. I get it. So yes, the Grunt Gang, from what I've gathered, has imploded. I think I'll tell you what I think happened without throwing anyone under the bus, because I'd rather just have them all on here.
I'd rather have them on to say their
it.
piece. Yeah.
But I think there was just probably a couple miscommunications, but like I said,
misfires.
But like I said last week, though, dude, I want people to hear this: is that having a podcast sucks. Having a podcast is fun. It sounds like a lot of fun, but then it's hard. And you've got to have content. You've got to talk. And then if you've got 2 or 3 people and you don't have you don't have an amazing studio like this. I mean, do you know what we had to do to get here today? We had to fucking sleep 2.5 hours and fly from Toronto, Canada to get here. I was just or try to get everybody's schedule on thing. And then there's no, I mean, call and ask for somebody. Is there money in this involved? No, there's none.
Is there audio? These?
Yeah. Is there audio? I guess we'll see afterwards. And at this point, who gives a fuck? But Deez, any parting words for the Grunt Gang, or I feel like Ren and Daniel in the recap were very loving of you. They said, look, he's a sweet guy because you can't deny his sweetness. Look at him. He's a nice guy.
He's a handsome prick, I'll tell you.
He's gotten cuter than the last couple.
Well, I got a haircut.
Oh,
he got a haircut. He's obviously been moisturizing his face. It's all good stuff.
Something. You look younger or something, Dees. What the hell's going on
That's
here?
another nut I've been wanting.
Did you get Botox as well?
No. That's another nut I've been wanting to crack with you, Dees. What's your romantic life like these days?
My girlfriend is actually my barber.
You know what, Dees?
What the fuck? Hold up. What? The fuck are you talking about?
I also didn't know you had a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend, and she is your barber?
My barber.
Is that where this is all coming from? Where have you been hiding this girlfriend?
This is really incredible stuff.
Are you trying to keep her away from the spotlight? Okay. Keep her out of the
limelight? Hold on.
She used to come to the shows.
Whoa!
But hold on.
Is this like Undertaker and Sarah?
When we got together, she didn't like seeing me get beat up, so she kind of stayed.
So she ventured away from seeing it. So did you meet her at a show?
No.
Okay.
Well, how long have you been with this girl, Dees?
5 years.
What?
I didn't know you had a girlfriend.
Why do you have a secret life?
I'm a quiet guy.
Jesus. Where's this barber shop? Warner Robins, Georgia?
It's in Macon, Georgia.
I had no idea you had a girlfriend. Unbelievable, Dees. Does she live in?
Yeah.
What? Robbie Bobby, is this true?
Very much so.
Dees, what the fuck, man?
What else is up those? Well, you don't have any sleeves on. What else you got going on under that shirt?
Dude, this is utter shock.
What a revelation.
A live-in girlfriend.
Now, are the two of you sexually active?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. We've got to meet this woman.
Hold on, Bobby, you got that card?
Robbie Bobby.
Do you have a Sharpie?
Robbie Bobby said, before we went on the air, I got a machine gun card. My son found it in my card collection. I want it signed. I said, well, sign it live.
Do we have a Sharpie anywhere? I'm sure we do down here somewhere.
We have millions of Sharpies upstairs in the office. Down here, there might be one out on the former Talking Shop desk. You can take a look.
Look at this. Carl Anderson, signature move magic killer, height 6.5 feet. 215 pounds by way of Tokyo, Japan. Nice thing there.
That's good.
2019, excuse me.
Little burp talk.
2019 saw two impressive marks for Carl Anderson and tag team partner in the OC, Luke Gallows. First, the pair recaptured the Raw Tag Team Championships.
But of course.
Holding the gold for a second time later at Crown Jewel 2019, the hard-hitting duo won the Tag Team World Cup, bragging rights being known as the best
tag team in the world.
Yeah, handing the Viking Raiders their first loss in the process. Was that their first loss?
That was their first loss.
Wow.
We beat their Duisburg Street in Saudi Arabia to become the world's greatest tag team.
Do you want me to make that? Oh man, I don't know. I need to get a Sharpie though. Actually, we'll get it. You know what? Well, we got the card.
We're not going to sign it live. We'll do it off the air.
We'll get an actual We'll get an actual Sharpie for Robbie Bobby.
Robbie Bobby, baby.
And we'll do that.
Great name, Robbie Bobby.
All right. Well, Dees, fuck. I didn't know these things. I did not know this. Are there
plans for advancement in this relationship?
Because Dees likes supper on the table. We talked about this.
Yeah, you like a woman that has a good meal prepared when you walk in the house, aren't you?
Well, she works later than I do, so I'm usually the cook.
She's a late night barber? What does that even mean? What time does the shop close?
6 o'clock. I mean, that's dinner time.
Hold on, so
6 p.m. is late night.
So she walks in. Am
I losing my mind? It is.
So what time? You don't have to say her real name. We'll come up with an alias for her. What time does Lady Dee's?
She's a late night barber.
What time does
I'm thinking she's cutting hair until midnight or 2 a.m.
What time does Lady Dee's walk through the door? 6:15?
No, 6:37, sometimes 7:30.
So
it depends on when her last.
So has the role of the way you saw the traditional relationship reversed? Do you have a meal on the table waiting for her when she walks in?
Most time.
So basically, you're the woman in your situation. In your situation.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I cook a lot around here. So what is your specialty, Chef Boyardee?
I like to grill, and Rob can tell you I grill the hell out of some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Boyardee is a grill master.
Because these goes, I don't know, man. I like to come home from work, man, have a nice supper on the table, man. Like, That just sounds so. That sounds so old school and so. It was so funny to me. Yeah. But now he
Chef
Boyardee's. He takes the role of what he wanted his woman to do, and he cooks for her when she gets home.
Well, he took the initiative.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right, so what's your number one grilling piece?
It'd be, what do you think? My ribs?
Them ribs.
All right, Robbie Bobby likes the ribs. Is that your personal favorite as well?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you come home from winning a Georgia title, and do you fire the grill up at 11, 12 o'clock at night for Robbie Bobby and the crew?
It's usually our days off.
So does Money Man Productions have like a weekly or monthly, like a celebratory cookout and party?
I got a pool table. We shoot pool.
That's nice.
Throw down on the grill.
It's nice. We've never been invited. I noticed that.
That's true. All right, Deez, any parting words before you kicked out of the studio here? Hey, you want to say goodbye to the Talking Shop universe for anything?
Do you want to say goodbye to the Grunt Gang one last time?
Yeah.
I got one final question while Deez is still here.
Yeah, get to it, would you?
As a professional faction man, been a part of many factions.
You're asking about what the fuck he grills.
Seen a lot of factions be dismantled over the years. Do we think, obviously, in the machine gun's eyes, Ren and Daniel Dominguez are getting a shove?
They're at the top of the list.
They're getting a push.
Yeah.
What do you see happening to the rest of the Grunt Gang now? Are they getting released? Are they gonna move down the card? What happens?
No, so I think the Grunt. Well, it's up to them. They've still got a spot.
Grunt Gang, you got to get yourselves over, like they used to tell us.
No, they're over. They can. They're still the Grunt Gang. They're just minus Daniel Dominguez. Are they going to continue or not?
That's my question, I guess. They're always going to be a part of us, and they're always part of the Talking Shop family, and they're part of the Falcon's Nest. But will they take the initiative to branch out on their own and become their own beast?
And I think trying to get schedules together from people that live all over the United States. Yeah. It's not easy.
Not easy.
And there's families, and you want to have a podcast. You notice, I know I started it off last week with see how many podcasts stop.
Oh, come on.
And the only ones that usually last are the ones that are making the Kelseys or whatever because they signed a deal with Amazon.
They're making a massive payday. Or
a solo.
Yeah, or if you like it like us, which we kind of like.
Yeah, or a solo one. I mean, but because it's hard to even, dude, us trying to get times together is it's nearly impossible.
Nearly impossible.
Especially, and so I'd like to see the Grunt Game continue.
I'd like to see the Grunt Gang continue. I'd like to see
who's going to step up. And
I'd like to see who's going to step up. And I feel like Emerson's ready to step up.
Well, Emerson's ready to step up.
I feel like the Bump and Feed wants to step up.
Well, I'll tell you who's lurking in the bushes. Who wants it? I mean, he wants a
Drewski. Drewski wants in.
Drewski's one of our longtime beloved fans.
$9 podcast on YouTube, and I mean, he's probably got more episodes in the can than anybody.
Oh yeah. He's lurking. He's lurking in the shadows, going, "Give me a shot."
He's a lurker. We got to do a big shout out to Falcons Nester DeWisco.
Oh yeah,
he put together some great stuff for the podcast.
What's the website?
TalkingShopPod.com.
TalkingShopPod.com. TalkingShop Pod.
Thank you, Deez.
.com. Thank you to the
Thank you,
great
DeWisco. All right, Deez, any parting before I kick you out of here?
Grunt Gang, I say hug it out. Make it work, because I upload a lot of the podcasts, and I see the numbers. You get listens. So
you hear that?
Make it work.
How about Emerson? Bump and Feed getting any listens?
Bump and Feed, they do get listens.
Oh, wow, see?
So tell me this, and now I'm intrigued because I should know and I don't.
Well, that's why we have Deez here.
As a co-creator of Talking Shop, out of these listens, who's getting more?
You guys.
Well, not us.
I don't have no shit.
Well, fuck, where are the names?
I fucking hope so, Deez.
I'd have to look.
If we're getting smoked on our own network, I would be in trouble.
Under us, who's winning?
Yeah.
I'd have to look. I'm not.
Now, don't lie.
Howard.
Do not lie in the cuck chair, Deez.
Howard. Hey, Howard Stern. Which show on the Howard Stern network?
You don't have to say the actual numbers. Just under us. If we're number one, who's 2, 3, 4? Okay.
Yeah, no need for all that. While you look that up, I'm going to get to it. Guys, listen. Talking Shop Good Brothers. TalkingShopGoodBrothers @gmail.com. Talking Shop Good Brothers @gmail.com. Send us an email. We're going to get to it. I've got one right here from Brandon Smith. Deez, hold your thought. Let me read this email. What's poppin', brothers?
Oh, what's up?
In the year 2000, I was not much more than an awkward teenager wrestling nerd whose topmost priority in life was to be involved in a pay-per-view title match in some way.
Okay.
My goals seemed to be impossibly out of reach.
Yes.
But I fortunately had the opportunity to train with former two-time NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion Tornado Tony Kozina for 4 years.
All right.
His guidance ultimately helped me to realize my dream as I got to officiate a TLC match for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship on the one and only Portland Wrestling pay-per-view event in the history of our great sport in 2006.
Okay.
While that may have been the peak of my tenure in pro wrestling, it proved to me that I could accomplish whatever I sincerely set out to do, and I hope that your listeners with similar ambitions likewise dedicate themselves to achieving excellence in wrestling elsewhere. Among the good brethren I met along the way pursuing my passion was none other than Stephen the Truth Douche, whom I heard Gallows mention in your, quote, fantasy booking Phil Balor, unquote, episode. He's definitely a grizzled young vet who has paid a lot of dues and would happily plug his latest ventures on your lovely program and correct your pronunciation of his surname if given the chance. I have CC'd him to this email, so I hope y'all will holler at my boy if you don't see him at WrestleCon. Keep cool, babies. Brandon Tyler.
We met him at WrestleCon. He came up to us and introduced himself, and he was great.
Wow.
I said I wanted to meet him, and he made my dream come true. So thank you, Stephen Douche.
So So we probably read that email then before.
Stephen Douche.
No, but it wasn't. It was not read. All right, Deez, what we got?
Well, Gallows.
What has Gallows done wrong?
His Wi-Fi is terrible down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's my fault. You don't have the numbers.
Talking Shop, goodbrothers@gmail.com. I got one more email while you look for that, Deez, and if you don't get it, it's perfect. It sets up perfectly for what we do.
If you don't get it, you have until next week to deliver some numbers.
This email is from Xavier Vicuna.
Oh, I know him.
Good brothers. Had the pleasure of finally meeting you all in Daytona Beach last year. I was starstruck and shaking. Gallows had to remind me how to use a dang old credit card.
Man, that's damn old cool, man.
I'm sorry you're nervous, but yeah, stop shaking and give me your credit card. Managed to tell you guys that you're my comfort wrestlers, and I truly meant that. I got to see Gallows last week in High Point, North Carolina. Okay, so this is recent.
Yeah, baby.
I spent my entire 20s traveling the world with my band and developed a little boozing habit. Also developed high blood pressure and hypertension. Decided to adhere to the Gallows method, only drinking on the weekends.
There you go.
Switched to LaCroix during the week. I lost 10 pounds. My liver enzymes shot up 10 points. Doctor said he's never seen a jump like that. And my blood pressure is stabilizing. I'll be off my meds soon. Couldn't have done it without y'all. I just want to thank you guys and hope you know the tremendous impact you have on Good Brothers around the world. They say never meet your heroes. I say fuck that. Meet them, greet them, and just too sweet them. See y'all in Charleston for the live Talking Shop at MLW. Wow.
I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful email. Robbie Bobby, did you like that?
You just got,
I fucking loved that. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Thanks for writing in.
That gets favorited.
We do star ratings on emails. That's a 5-star.
That's a 5-star. Deez, you got anything? Yeah.
You don't want to say it.
No. Like 1 week it might be one show.
Okay, well, give me an example of 1 week it might be.
That's good. Let's wait. 1 week. Who is it?
So like this week, I'm looking at now. Bump and Feed had 900. Grunt Gang had 850, and then in the front.
Didn't I say don't say the numbers?
And it was in the front row.
Okay, well, look at that.
Let me see now. I'm curious. Okay. Oh, so they're kind of.
This is like the week before.
So they're neck and neck.
They're kind of neck and neck. I see who's last though. Wow.
Well, you got to remember, though.
In the front row, okay.
You got to remember, though, like if we had a podcast, if we had AJ Styles sitting here, that's going to get more listens than us saying, hey, look, there's a person named D sitting here. But I would like, in the future, to be able to post a picture of Deez and go, oh, I fucking love that Deez is on there again. And I'm telling you, that's where this is going. And the Grunt Gang going for what they want to go for is awesome. The Bump and Feed going for what they want to go for is awesome. Drewski is going to get his shot to the masses soon. I can promise you that. The Talking Shop recap with Ren and Dominguez is incredible.
This week, they're
up there. I'm telling you, Dominguez is a talented editor, just like Mel is. They're talented with all the technical bullshit. And the superstar of the crew, you have to give it to Ren, dude. She talks clear. She looks cool. She talks cool. She started it all with a Sour Boy impression about 5 years ago. That's what started this whole friendship.
She did, yeah.
And the Talking Shop recap is rocking right now. But I love every show on the network.
I love every show on the network. I love every host on the network. I hope they can put their differences aside, but if they don't, it's going to make for great.
Most importantly, they're all going to come here someday
and sit
in the studio, and we're going to do it, and it's all a work. Don't forget that. Anyways, what's coming up? So. What's coming up? FTR versus the Good Brothers.
FTR versus the Good Brothers. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, Corbin Arena, Corbin, Kentucky, Saturday, August 22nd. It kicks off at 9 a.m. with a world-famous Good Brothers seminar.
Yep.
Events go all day long. 1 p.m. There's a VIP. There are tons of superstars. Look at the AMW socials. You'll see who you can meet, who you can greet. And then, of course, later that evening, a massive card of action main evented by the Good Brothers versus FTR. Shout out to Joe Holbert for the Tokyo tape. He got this moving again. He got FTR in there. He got us on there. He got Kyle Maggard thinking. And between us all, we were able to put it together. It's a big match.
It's good stuff. And I want to say, I don't know if you know this or not, but I signed the Blade to a podcast deal in the Patreon to do Cutting It Up with the Blade starting in September and October. Exclusive to the Patreon. I want to tell everybody at the Patreon, go to patreon.com/talkingshop and get in now. While it's $8.99, you can get in the Talking Shop royalty tier for $8.99 now for about a month.
Yep.
And then the price goes up because we're making these different signs. So if you get in now, you're locked in forever at $8.99.
If you get in now, I'm telling you by November, there's going to be live event perks out the wazoo.
And if you're in the Patreon, hit us up. The Nest knows. Deez, I tried to kick you out I tried to kick him out 3 times. And
I kept him in.
He just stayed.
I kept him in.
Well, he stayed himself, too. I mean, he did. I said, Deez, before we get you out of here, and he went, yeah, well, what's next?
He didn't do any backflip over the table.
He stayed the whole fucking time.
Well, look, the hard camera's on him. He's sitting under the Talking Shop.
He's loving it.
Lettering here. He loves it.
Deez, what's your wrestling schedule coming up?
Let's see.
Let him look at his schedule here real quick.
What do you have August 22nd that weekend? The 21st, 22nd, 23rd. What do you got
You need to come down to Kyle Maggard's at Corbin, Kentucky and record the boys, you know. Yeah, the FTR is going to be there.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So what's your next match, Deez?
FTR versus the Good Brothers, guys. Plug that.
August 29th.
Put that out there.
August what?
29th.
Where?
In Buckhead, Georgia.
Buckhead, Georgia. Georgia Premier Wrestling. Is that right? Or Pro Wrestling?
Classic.
Like I said, Georgia Classic. It'll be Deesburg will be there August the 29th. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I just kind of we got to do a deep dive on Deez someday so that people know what the fuck he is.
That's a lot.
I know.
That's a lot to unpack.
You got to see the Good Brothers, man. Yeah, they left WWE last year. You got to see what are they up to? Well,
they got these guys they love talking about.
Well, they have a studio. Really, they got a studio, do they?
Of course.
Oh. Well, their audio doesn't need to work 50-50. But if you place a bet on mybookie.ag, use code word Good Brothers, you might get it. Yeah, you can bet and get a $500 buyback. Yeah, but they use this guy named Deez in there all the time in the studio. Who's Deez? Well, I don't know.
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah, guys, for Talking Shop, for the Big LG, for Robbie Bobby backstage,
Robbie Bobby, baby,
running the camera. For our newest superstar, Deesburg, for the Grunt Gang, listen to him on the network.
Hug it out.
For the Bump and Feed with Emerson.
I don't know if they're going to hug it out, man.
For the Talking Shop recap with Dominguez and Ren. Who else is on there? In the Front Row is a very cool, if you like sports, dude, In the Front Row is a great podcast edited by Big Mel. Great host,
Big
Mike.
Mel Quitman, baby.
Yep. Yeah, well, they have great hosts. They have great guests on there. Check out, look, subscribe to Talking Shop on all platforms, and then watch. There's a show that drops every single day. Give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Listen to Talking Shop every week. If you don't like it or you don't get it, just give us another month. Listen to us every single week. And maybe in a month you'll start to get us. And then if you don't get us in a month, give us another month.
That's a hell of a put up. A real hook. You really got him on that.
And if you don't get us after a month, after 2 months, just give us 3 months.
Just give us 3.
Yeah, then you might
then
get
you're hooked.
Then you might start going, fuck it, I'm in.
Then you're hooked.
Then you've created a habit. Hey, for the Talking Shop boys, thanks for joining us. Subscribe on all platforms. Fucking out of here.